Petrol. Petrol.
Oh, evil one in whom we trust, come forth now, from out of the dust. What a convincing spell. What is up, everybody? It's Toilet TV number 495, and it's number 2 in October's 2025 Horrorfest. Arise, pilgrimage, face consequence, crossbow be thy heritage. We're here and we're spooky. Look at the set. We found a better place for Jim. He's not gonna fall over. Fucking Jim. He was threatening to sue us about his fall. He said he was gonna file a workman's comp. And I said, dude, you're only bones, you know, and no bones broke in your fall. He still owes me $6,000 and one Cadillac. October Horrorfest. Tonight we're watching a doozy of a film. I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle. It's a British comedy horror film from 1990, and it's a B film. I chose this movie tonight because there is a talking turd in this film. I was on the social medias and somebody posted a little animation of a turd talking in a toilet, and I was like, I'm gonna track down what this was.
Hello, Noddy.
And I found out it was from this movie called I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle. And it wasn't streaming anywhere at the time. This was probably 5 years ago or so. So I had to buy the DVD to watch it. Once I find out that there's a talking turd in a movie floating in a toilet, I've got to see it. So basically this movie starts off with a group of motorcycle enthusiasts, and they're performing a ritual in order to summon a demon. And another group of motorcycle enthusiasts descend upon them and shoot the leader with a crossbow as he's summoning the demon. The demon inhabits the leader conducting the ritual, and then the leader dies, so the demon moves on to the leader's motorcycle, which happens to be parked nearby. So then it ends up in the possession of this local guy, this regular dude, and he starts fixing it up. It's kind of like Stephen King's Christine, but for motorcycle enthusiasts. People start dying, and the motorcycle takes on a life of its own. And eventually it, like, fucking transforms into, like, a beast thing. It's pretty fucking crazy, man. They end up having an exorcism on the bike. They find a priest, and they exorcise the demons. Fucking A, everybody. It's a fucking ridiculous movie. It starts off with a ridiculous premise, and you're like, how are they gonna pull this off? And then by the end of it, you're like, they pulled this off. So the fact that I tracked this film down based on a talking turd in a toilet, it got me to thinking about other movies with killer toilet scenes in them. And I came up with a list of 5 great ones that I want to talk to you a little bit about tonight. Number 1 is the movie Saw. There is a great toilet scene in that film. If you haven't seen Saw, I'm not going to give too much away, but there's a part where a guy looks for a key in a toilet bowl that looks like it's been there for fucking 10 years without being cleaned out. And there's another guy locked up across the room, and he says, find anything? And he says, no solids. It turns out that what he was looking for is in the tank. He should have stuck his hand in the tank behind, which has clean water in it. Idiot. Alright, everybody, so the next toilet in the horror toilet I want to talk about is Candyman. Candyman has a great toilet scene. It's a quick scene, but the toilet is filled with bees. And I love bees. I love saying the word bees, and I love saying there's a bee on something. I think the word bee is great. There's a great scene in Rob Zombie's Halloween with Ken Foray, and he's on the toilet, and he's got the fucking enchilada squids, and Michael Myers comes in and beats the shit out of him in the public bathroom, in the stall, in the fucking toilet. It's one of my favorite fight scenes of all time. Another one I thought of was Sleepaway Camp Part 2. There's a great scene in that film with like an outhouse type thing because they're at a camp. Somebody gets shoved down into it and fucking awesome. There's leeches. If you like leeches and outhouses, this one's for you. Fucking go after it. Go after it, everybody. Chase your dreams, everybody. Leeches and outhouses. Let's make it happen. There's so many fucking great toilet references in horror movies, everybody. A few years ago, we talked about Psycho on the October Horrorfest because it was the first movie to feature a toilet flushing on screen. So it's a long way. It's a long way we've come from, you know, the 1960s with Psycho showing the first toilet flushing on screen in a feature film to 1990 where we're showing a turd with a face talking to us in a film. Another movie we covered a few years ago was Zombie Ass, Toilet of the Dead. That had a great outhouse scene with all the zombies coming out of it, and they were like throwing shit at the people that they were chasing. Toilet of Horror, everybody. Jim's pretty pleased on his fucking disco toilet. I'm telling you folks, Toilet TV Horrorfest 2025 is a success. So we love this movie for introducing us to talking turds in the toilet, but we also love this movie for introducing us to a actual vampire motorcycle. Alright folks, I've talked enough about this shit. I'm getting ready to go to bed. It's Toilet TV 495, and we're done with it. I'm going to bed and I gotta start scheming on next week's episode, everybody. Don't forget to check out I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle. It's on Tubi. Check out the motorcycle itself, man. It's fucking demonic. It's fucking menacing. So we'll talk to you next time, everybody. We'll talk to you next week, and we'll have another horror movie. And next week we'll have, I promise, we'll have more Heist! Hey, Heist! Told TV Heist! Octoberfest! I bought a vampire motorcycle. Say goodnight, everybody. We'll talk to you next time. We'll have more horror, we'll have more heist horror to discuss. Alright, everybody, good night. Say goodnight, everybody. Say goodnight and say hello, Noddy. Say goodnight and say I'm talking to my turd. Say goodnight and say who you talking to. Oh, I'm talking to my shit that I just put in the toilet. This is fucking talking to me, so I'm talking back. I'm fucking, are you crazy? No, I'm talking to my turd. Hello, Noddy. Hello, Noddy. Say hello, Noddy. I'm gonna make a horror film based on heist. It's called The Heistman. And if the Heistman gets you, you're doomed to heist for the rest of your life.